It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start off with a give to Lewis.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle but then quickly brought down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Lewis between the tackles. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Throwing is Jackson.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. It's on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. It's Perry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw caught there by Crumpler. On second down, here's Jackson. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They try again with Lewis. Able to push his way through, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Rice will go in motion left. Oh, they'll run it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Okay, break.
On 1st down, Perry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Daniels. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A run right side, it's Bettis. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one too wide and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He finds Higgins. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jake Bailey now. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's out right at the 25. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Throwing on first down. Daniels over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Perry. Fights through, and now a crease. Still going. He may go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big-time performer.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. To throw on second down, Daniels. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Jackson's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's got this down to the 35.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is 2nd and 8.
Jackson will throw again. That one complete to Bettis. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying feed me on this of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Open man right side is Rice. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw again. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Hey, teammates. What's up, man? No, you're good. You're good. Good, man. You thirsty? I got something to drink for you, quick. Yeah, of course I'm sure, man. What's your name?
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Ben DiNucci, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things did work out for him as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos.
What's your biggest regret?
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2.
Now a give right side. It's Perry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. Perry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught.
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 35. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Lewis. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down now, it's Perry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry shoves him aside, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being accurate protectors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Perry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. He gets this one complete to Rice. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 2nd down, it's Perry. And the 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3-2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Perry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 167 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st down, Perry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down now, it's Perry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Perry gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Jackson's got it over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
On by 10, a minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Jackson. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Jackson. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Here's 1st down. Jackson. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jackson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Ravens, they continue to cruise.